everybody. Welcome to my live stream. We are about to approach this package. I'm trying not to get in mind. I'm just not into it, but I'm willing to get those shots. So far, there's a lot of random missions where like you click on something and like either nothing happens or they tell you, hey, you should spend $1 million on it. And I don't have it. Or I'll do missions where I'll like a group of people and all of that. So far it's pretty bad shit. But we'll see. Okay, so why does it tell me? Okay, I set the fucking waypoint, right? I set the waypoint, and then it just removed the fucking waypoint. But can you please not fucking do that? Can you please not fuck with me? Every action you take is a vote. There's personal. Right now, I'm trying to make some goals towards being the type of person who gets more money. It might take a while to figure out the system. Not just about time, it's about the pain. Literally the pain of rejection, the pain of reliving trauma. Money is directly connected to trauma. I can't think about trying to make money without experiencing intense physical pain. Heights, anger, intense helplessness. It sucks. I was raised by two people who are not terrible with money, but let me just rephrase that. I was raised by two people who are fucking terrible. Okay? They're fucking terrible. They had enough money to afford food. But that's, that's something that you need to do. Otherwise, your children will be taken away from you by the government. So I don't feel like that's much to brag about. Anyway, I'm angry. I am very angry. I'm angry. Frustrated. And, I'm not impatient necessarily because I don't know. I'm impatient. What matters is, okay, how the fuck do I go into this? I think I can go into this. No, I can't go into this. Guys, why are these mission structures so fucking stupid? So anyway, yeah, seriously, I can't go in. I can't even go inside the fucking building. What the fuck is this? Dude, where the fuck is the actual entrance? Dude, what the fuck is this? You gotta be fucking kidding me. There's no other entrance other than that one. You can't go through the side. Like, I was trying to just have a fun little playthrough where I do casual missions and talk about my life, but it seems like I can't do that. Maybe there's a garage? I don't know. see a garage? Maybe that has something to do with it. Yeah, this is fucking stupid. Okay, hold on. If that's open, then maybe that's it. And I have no bullets. Dude, I have no bullets. What the fuck? Where the fuck am I supposed to get bullets? The clavicular went to a hospital. So we have a bit of a fetch quest situation happening, I guess. I'm ready to move on here. I'm ready to. It's the idea of it is scary, but the reality is usually not that scary. You know what I mean? It's like when you think about children, right? You might think of how scary it is to get in the ocean. It's cold. Then you just start swimming and you go. But you just start swimming. Some people get so scared that there's nothing. They're basically drowning. But that's something you can control. They usually have control of it. So I do. I've had many times where I decided to control yeah, when it comes to money, like I am frustrated about the situation, and I feel a sense of helplessness about me. And that's all true. But also, what is also true is that, in combination with some parental help, a little bit of parental help, and also primarily my own effort, I did manage to pay rent for more than a year straight, living while receiving assisted living. And that's pretty major, and it's something worth celebrating because it's not that easy. It's not that easy. I'm making a sacrifice. I could have been spending that money on things that are fun or cool, and instead I spent it on rent. Okay. When I was living with my parents, I think it was the year 20, a buddy of mine named Shane Hunter called me, and he said, "How you doing, man?" And I told him about an issue I had, which was like I don't get it. Like I've been on Senate for so long, and I'm not sure like how I got here. I basically said something kind of vague, but I was frustrated about the system. And he said, "You're so selfish. You're self-centered. You should ask me, how are you?" And I said, "I'm single. How are you?" And I tried to placate. In hindsight, though, that was a little shitty and brutal to dismiss me. It's probably because you're just emotionally stunted, so he doesn't know how to handle it. And so instead of admitting like, hey man, I don't know how to handle this, he instead lashed out at me, complained about it himself. And in hindsight, like I was dealing with a major fucking problem, and I wanted to address it with someone who I thought I could trust, and I couldn't trust him. And so the problem continued to be unaddressed, which is fucking horrible. This is the problem. I'll tell you. I didn't choose to be here. I didn't choose to be. Instead, I was on student allowance, youth allowance, I guess, student allowance or youth allowance, something like that, because I was a university student. And then when I finished university, I officially wasn't eligible for the student allowance then, and I was automatically put on a separate. Yeah, they do give you money, and money is useful, but also the system itself is painful. It's humiliating, and it destroys your self-esteem. While I was on this horrible system, I tried many times, over and over, to try and get it better, to make it do this way. And throughout the years, over the past couple of years, I've also tried to make money stand up, or freelance, or other. The fact is, I tried so fucking hard, and I failed so many times. And the feeling isn't just fear, it's like terror. It's learned helplessness. And I'm still dealing with this issue to this day. It's fucking brutal. It's fucking brutal. I'm really angry. I'm really angry at the world. Time, I'm not that particularly angry at myself. Like, you know what? I could have done more, theoretically speaking, but I also could have done way less. I pushed myself way past comfort zone so many times. That's worth celebrating. I did something that was courageous, difficult.
Let me know if you need any help.
I know I have a sniper rifle, so I think I'll just reload the ammo for that one. That is pretty expensive, Jesus Christ. Okay, where's the sniper rifle? Okay. I'm really confused as to why the sniper rifle is locked, even though I have a sniper rifle. It says here it unlocks at level 20, what? 21, but I have it. Like, it's on my possession. Marksman. Okay, so it's a different thing. So the marksman rifle is different from the sniper rifle. Okay, well, where's the marksman rifle? I can't buy ammo for a gun that I own. That's seems really stupid. Like, I'm not sure what the fucking.
Live and love.
Okay, so at least we have two different guns now with weapons, and hopefully we'll figure out the other. This is what I believe to be true. Okay? I believe that I'm capable of making lots of money, but I have this knee-jerk reaction that has been like crippling, like genuinely crippling. It's like shutdown response. You can label it freeze response. You can label it, learned helplessness. There's a book about The War of Art by some guy. And he talks about it like it's resistance. And to me, calling it resistance is really like it's adding this magical element towards it, but it's not. It's like it's your own body trying to protect you. So in a way, it is my bucket. My brain trying to protect me by running these old scripts. Because here's what used to happen when I was a kid. I used to have problems. My parents would tell me to shut the fuck up and do nothing. Just wait around for the adults to come. In other words, they fucked me up by removing something that humans desperately need, which is a sense of agency and control. Every time I would get in trouble, they would scare the shit out of me. They would yell at me, they would scream at me at the top of my head, at the top of their lungs, tell me how badly I'm fucked up, and make me think that I'm a bad kid. Not that I'm a person who's a human being, who's, capable of making mistakes. No, I was a bad kid. They basically abandoned me, like emotionally. I was still in the house, but I was basically a ghost. They would say, don't talk to me, I don't want to talk to you because of my mistakes. Like, it's a horrific thing for a child to learn, but that's basically the lesson I learned as a child. Which is, if you make a mistake, you're fucking up. And, like, of course I'm going to talk to you. I'm a fucking human being, but I just keep doing it. So, I ruined it. It fucked me. It fucked me up big time, and I'm still fucked up. The idea that shitty parents, they hurt you, and then you can just move on. It's like, not really. You can't really move on. You were hurt. You were hurt big time, and you need to reconcile. You need to actually acknowledge that you were hurt by the people who are supposed to take care of you, which ruins your sense of trust. If the two people who were supposed to take care of you were both shitty people who fucked you up, then your sense of self is fucked and you have no trust in the world. There's lots of little moments in which I was ruined. I was ruined. Lost them over and over again. And yet, with all that in mind, I'm starting to believe that I will become the greatest comedian on earth. In my lifetime, I will be the greatest comedian. I'm starting to believe that. I don't think this is some sort of coping. I don't think this is me being in denial because of how difficult my circumstances are. It's true, and I am struggling to make enough money to buy pizza. And that does it. But things change over time, and at some point, when people start to believe in me, powerful people start to believe. It's going to go from a difficult, bit of a difficult slog to cakewalk. It is a shame, though. It is a shame that I spent so much time at openings eating shit when I should have been crushing in front of everyone. That's fine. But it's also I don't complain because I got more brave and I kept going.
Oh my goodness!
So I'll remember the people that were nice to me. Remember the people that hurt me. parents, they did a mix of both, mostly hurt, but also some nice. Like today, for example, my mom and I, we went to a place called Bingley. It's like a store where you buy technology, I suppose, appliances. Really. We found a laptop, and then this guy was like, "Hey, I can help you with like price match system for you." So he did. He price matched it, and I think it went from, I don't remember exactly. It might have went from 2,488 to 2,290, something like that. So just under $200. And what's interesting is he price matched it with a similar model on Amazon, but it wasn't the same model. I was confused. Then it was the last one in stock, and my mom held them this price for me on my behalf. She spent like $460. That's 20% discount. Yeah, she helped me out with it. So, still mad about what happened, but also for the moment she's trying to be helpful. It's just that my anger is the fact that she's really fucking, she's not doing it. And yeah, maybe I'm trying or being too ambitious, but I feel like at some point I'm going to be proven right. At some point I'm going to be proven right.
Holy fuck!
At some point I'm going to be like multidisciplinary. At some point I'm going to make money from lots of different fields. But for now, I'm trying to deal with roadblocks. I'm trying to look at these roadblocks. They exist, these roadblocks. They exist. So yeah, I do see it. I do lots. It would be nice if people would help me.
Fucking tool!
What? Did you call me a fucking tool? Anyway, it would be nice to. I think I will receive help. I think I will. I think I will receive help. You gotta ask for it. When you ask for it, you have to manage your symptoms of rejection, which I have managed. So, on Friday, it was. It might have been Friday. Anyway, it's not. The point is, it was at some point in the past, very recent. I went to Anytime Fitness. And they're such a scum fuckful. They're like, oh hey, yeah, so we have this promotion. Now it's $6 for 6 weeks. Not $6 a week, $6 the whole 6 weeks, $1 for 6 weeks. And I said, great. I gave them my details. I filled out a bunch of shit, right? I wrote down my name. I wrote down my registered details. I gave them like my DSP and account number, blah blah blah. And then at the end, that's when they decided to mention, oh, by the way, you have to pay an extra $194 for the key fob and joining fee. Because, yeah, they're fucking pieces of shit. They're fucking greedy pieces of shit. And they waited until I actually gave them all my details to conveniently mention that I need to pay them $194.
Delicious.
People who work there aren't pieces of shit. They're human beings. They're paid. But they're part of a shitty system. They know it. They know that. They know that. And of course, the common thing about Australia is that, well, you can't just quit a job and find another job. You do a job. So it's a great way to justify continuing to be part of a bigger system that I'm sensible with. So when I didn't join, I didn't join. I wanted to go. I wanted to go. I wanted to help myself, but I didn't. I was angry about that. So I brainstormed some ideas with Gemini, the AI app, on how gyms could be improved. And I thought of a bunch of interesting ideas, and I think they could work. And I know people swearing that stuff. I know, and that's fine. But I'm letting you know that there is a benefit to just being a dreamer a little bit. I mean, just brainstorming some ideas, even for a few minutes. And I was brainstorming for at least. It just gave me like some hope, like maybe things can be better. Maybe these predatory pieces of shit will actually one day lose the technology. That's what I really hope. That's what I hope more than anything. Because in my times of vulnerability, I was stuck with predatory bullshit contracts from gyms. I dealt with horrible landlords while trying to live independently. And I tried to make money from comedy while dealing with horrible shit cunt bookers like Anthony Skinner. And I'm angry. And it would make me feel really good to know that one day these fucking pieces of shit will lose and I will win. That's why I want to be the greatest comedian on earth. That would have made my struggles worth it. So let me recap that. Let me recap one more time before I make it absolute clear. Okay? Anthony Skinner is a piece of shit. I want to make that abundantly fucking clear. I am not interested in cooperating. I am not interested in cooperating with people who are pieces of shit. I am not interested in cooperating with bullies, assholes, elitist cunts, cokeheads, like Anthony Skinner. A guy who I confirm threw a noose at someone's face during a comedy group. He threw a noose at someone whose dad killed themselves. This guy is a fucking piece of shit. Caesar Kaiser. Not as bad. But he did shitty things. Totally. I'd like to dissociate from him too. At least with Caesar, you can have a conversation. And he'll be polite to you and see how you do. So I don't have a lot of hatred in my heart for Caesar. But I'm also frustrated about that situation too. And I'll talk about that later. What makes me angry is I was sincere in my effort to try and improve myself. I was sincere in my effort to try and become a better comedian. To try and do this, try and do that. I was met with so much shitty people who hurt me along the way. And there are people to an extent. To an extent. Very small extent. It's been fucking brutal. I'm gonna get stronger. I've been stronger. I'm gonna get even stronger. Arnie Powell was a retired comedian. Another example of a piece of shit. That guy was a piece of shit. William Govender, a piece of shit. Sam Kissy not a piece of shit, but very much complicit with pieces of shit. Because he doesn't. I know it. I'm building fucking. And I don't care how much it is. I don't care how much it is. I'm not deleting episodes. I actually am. But I haven't. This whole experience with doing something, it came to a grinding halt and started to identify why. very something. Because I felt it. I felt this energy. I couldn't go back. I couldn't go back and seriously look at these people. After what I've been through. There's a lot of things I've gone back over. I want more money. I want more money every day. I just want to want it. You don't understand. Like when you're in so much pain, and you've been shut down, hurt your entire life, you don't even have a connection to yourself. You're barely there as a person. You know? You still have needs, but you're so fucking disconnected from needs that, even basic shit like urinating becomes a need that you're barely aware of. It's horrific. I would give my life to my worst enemy. I think that's a pretty good shit. I do. I think he would be good. And also, I wouldn't actually want to punish him by giving him my life. That's a fucking horrible punishment. I wouldn't want to give him because it would be unfair or cruel. What I want is for him to lose his job as a promoter because I think he's abusing his power and hurting people. But that's all. That's all. I also want the settlement to be fair for all people, including shitty people like my husband. That's what I want. I also want the mental health system to be better. I want to make it so that people like him have a very easy way forward if they want to grow. That's what I want. And I also want to acknowledge that even though I believe all human beings are redeemable, I do. If Anthony Skinner wants to change, that'd be really good. But I also want to acknowledge, this is what I want. It's one thing to say, Skinner, he sucks, and he could change, maybe. It's another thing to also say, what about the people he hurt? Aren't they important? What about the kind, loving people who were pushed, excluded, and exiled and hurt along the way? What about those people? Don't those people deserve some justice? And no, I know why people keep Skinner around, because they use him, because they benefit, because they're propaganda. But it's about time that we just stopped paying too much attention to shitty people and started paying attention to the people that were hurt, tried. And also, I'm done pretending like being around Skinner is some sort of badge of honor. If you're around Skinner, he bullies you constantly, and it doesn't affect you, that means you're callous. That means you don't care, you're apathetic. You have a mental disorder. You're not special, you're not powerful. I'm angry, I'm frustrated, and I'm willing to cooperate with you. I'm angry about what happened. I'm angry with Skinner. And with Skinner, I never lied. I deserve to say it. I deserve to actually live my life without him. Mom today, I think I mentioned this briefly, we put a down payment on a laptop to hold the price, and she and I, we're going to go on today, and she'll contribute, we're going to buy this laptop. And today got some potential editing gigs and other shit like that. My house sucks. I don't like it. I'm in an Airbnb. How long it'll be until I find a stable home? So this is a great thing to have at home. The laptop. Yep. Anyway, before I go, I just want to say one thing. I had a dream. Multiple dreams last year, but I had a laptop. Every time I would just have that dream, it would be so simple. I would just be happy that I had a laptop. So I think it's about time that you can just try to make one. I think we'll leave it there.